What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another halftime report. Lakers up at the half. All right, Lakers up at the half. 62 to 56. Play some very good offensive basketball. Very, very good offensive basketball. Started off a bit sloppy, but they're moving the rock nicely. They're knocking down their threes. They're doing everything they have to do. And the Loch Ness Monster, Anthony Davis, strikes again, man. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 14 for LeBron. Very efficient in the first half. 2 and 2. So our two superstars are firing. Shout out to Dennis Schroeder for knocking down that late second quarter to end it 3, man. Very, very nice offensive flow. I like it, man. You know what I like the most out of that first half is that we are moving the rock extremely well, and Anthony Davis and LeBron are playing well off of each other. They're finding each other. They're cutting without the basketball. They're doing the right things. So I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. Of course, we are lacking rebounding, and you know, we're having trouble because the Pacers, they have good rebounders down there. But we got to do a couple of things a little bit better. The turnovers was killing me in that first quarter, but we cut it down there in the second quarter. We end up with only 7 at the half. You know, the threes, we're not shooting too many of them, which is fine with me, right? 4 for 16. I'm okay with 16. You know what I'm saying? But Dennis is doing a good job doing the little things defensively. He's getting after it. He's diving on the floor for loose balls. And if he can knock down his open threes like he did there to end the quarter, that's beast right there. I think this team has a chance to win tonight, definitely. Now, I will say this, man. They have 5 block shots to our 2, so they're doing a great job protecting the rim. And again, they got 3 steals to our 2, so we got to take a little bit better care of the basketball in that second half. But we're doing a good job on everybody except for Tyrese Halliburton, who has 12 and 6 assists. So that young guy right there is a freaking beast, man. But yeah, Wenyen Gabriel's energy in that first half was phenomenal. Thomas Bryant as well. I mean, those two guys are just, they're dynamic off the bench, man. You know, they are dynamic off the bench. And the numbers don't tell you the whole story. But, you know, cutting without the basketball moving. Wenyen had 7 rebounds, 3 for TB, and 2 points. Overall, man, I'm happy with the effort. It's there. Russ came off the bench with 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. A little sloppy in the first quarter, but again, started, you know, picking it up as the game progressed. I really like what Austin Reeves did in 16 minutes, man. This guy's slowing the game down, letting it come to him. So you got to love what Austin Reeves is doing. He's a huge part of our bench with 8 points off the bench efficiently again tonight. And Lonnie Walker got to step it up. He's only got 4 in 13 minutes with 3 rebounds and an assist. But he's got to step it up. Him and Troy Brown Jr. We need more from both of those guys. But they will. I have no doubt. Shout out to Mamba Mentality, man. Thanks for super chat. He said better rebounding, getting killed, second chance shots. That is definitely our weakness, especially when we go small ball. There was a time when we had AD and 4 guards. That doesn't happen, right? They got plenty of guys who can crash the glass. Really, really tough, man, to keep them off the glass if that happens. So hopefully. Probably go say AD's unstoppable. Even when double team, it doesn't matter. And I like that they're looking for him tonight, unlike the first night LeBron came back. So tonight they made the adjustment, and they're looking for the man. I mean, he's killing it, guys. Anthony Davis is a beast. We knew that. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and he didn't get those numbers in his sleep. He's still playing like the best player in the NBA right now. That's what has me really hyped. But if they close out this game tonight, I can definitely say the Lakers are all the way back, baby. And what I mean by that is we have turned the corner. We're turning the corner. 6 out of 7 would be phenomenal. 5 out of 6 is nice, but 6 out of 7 and actually beating a good team that's above 500, that'll be great, but it's not over. We have to get over that dreaded third quarter. That's the one I fear the most. We ended the quarter extremely nice, and we got a little bit of momentum, but somehow we have to keep that momentum going into the third quarter, man. Hopefully they got, you know, a little court they can shoot around in the locker room or something, man, because I fear for those third quarters, especially for our older players. I could be surfing. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for super chat. My boy said, we are playing like a team. Dare I say the Lakers are enjoyable to watch again? Let's go. Yes, sir. Listen, the Lakers are enjoyable to watch again. And, of course, winning plays a huge factor in that. But you're absolutely right. We're playing like a team. We're moving the ball extremely nice. And we're seeing that two-man game between LeBron and AD. We've seen LeBron cutting a couple times, AD looking for him on the lob. Same thing with Russ looking for AD on the lobs, on the little pick-and-roll plays. It's simple action. It's not, you know, brain surgery. It's not nothing crazy. It's simple actions. They're running, moving well without the basketball, and doing the little things, not standing around and looking at each other. They're moving without the basketball, and that's taking us a long way, man. Definitely. Say less. Appreciate you, bro. He said, just trade Pat Bev and get Turner for now. This team has something if they can get a few above starter level players. I agree, man. 110% agree. if we did that, it would take us to the next level for sure, man. If we can somehow, put Patrick Beverly and Kendrick Nunn in a contract to try to get Miles Turner, with a first round pick to try to get Miles Turner, I'm doing that. Honestly, man, I like the way this guy he's a threat, right? He stays out in the perimeter. He can space the floor. He's in there crashing the glass, and he has a nice bounce back game. 8 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. So he would definitely provide the Lakers with some of that rebounding that we sometimes lack. Some of those fundamentals. He has nice back to the basket game. I like when he grabbed Dennis Schroeder and he said mouse in the house, and he took him all the way inside to the rim, didn't let him off the hook, and he punished him inside. He has a nice little turnaround jump shot game. He can hit you with the jump hook with the right hand or with the left hand. He can drop step, and he can clean up everything around the basket. I mean, he's really a really good player. So I agree, man, that it could be simple as that, or maybe that and somebody else. But the Lakers are building something here. We're starting to build an identity, right? We're becoming a scrappy team now that gets after it. We're even diving on the floor for loose balls. I commend them for that. Like, round of applause for Dennis Schroeder for doing that in the first half. Round of applause for all the other players that are playing their heart out. Thomas Bryant, Wenyen Gabriel. All these guys are getting really scrappy, and that sets a precedent. That changes the identity. That changes the momentum of a game. The little extra possessions, that wears down a defense, believe it or not. They're feeding the big man. They're playing intelligent basketball for the first time since 2 seasons. So that's wonderful to watch. And again, major credit to Darvin Ham. He's playing the right rotations, playing the right pieces, and doing the right thing. Now, you're absolutely right. When Patrick Beverly comes back, I'm curious if coach is going to stick with Dennis since they have a chemistry there, or if he's going to bring back Patrick Beverly with the whole veteran leadership aspect of it. Listen, Dennis is a veteran as well. So I'm curious what he's going to do there. He said, just give AD the ball. He can easily have 30 points. I agree, man. He has 18. I at least expect 30. If he can give me 12 more points in the second half, that'd be nice. That would be nice. There's your 30 piece right there. That's not hard to do, but they got to keep feeding him. Absolutely, bro. He said, if AD and Turner in the paint, sheesh, scary, man. Yes, and what people don't understand is that those guys can switch multiple positions, and they can do different things out there on the court, help space the floor. They both have finisher moves around the basket. They both are big bodies who can, box out and rebound, and they're both shot blockers. I mean, did you see AD's block on what was his name, Jalen Johnson or whatever his name was? That was nice. He went straight up with 2 hands. Man, I absolutely love Anthony Davis, man. I'm thinking of getting me an AD jersey for the holiday. That's how phenomenal he's been playing. And I already have one, but I have the alternate ones, the purple with the black stripe, and those are really nice, but I think I want to get a classic one next. Gilbert says, I wonder if LeBron is ready to get outshined on his own team. AD needs the keys. He should be first option. You know what, Gilbert? LeBron is going to break that Kareem record regardless, as long as he stays healthy. He's only 1,000 points away, okay, somewhere around there. And it's in his best interest to hand over the keys. He said it himself. He wanted to do it. So I'm glad that they're putting, they're acting on it now. It's about time everybody recognize Anthony Davis as this team's alpha. LeBron could be an alpha as well, but he'll be alpha 1A, 1B, right? On a given night, he'll be the best player like he was the last game, and on other nights, AD will. But one thing's for sure, Anthony Davis needs his touches. You're absolutely right about that. He needs to be fed because he is the Loch Ness Monster. Literally the Loch Ness Monster, man. The unibrow, I took away that name because it's too cliche. Clearly, we see the M from McDonald's on his forehead. We see the unibrow, but he's the Loch Ness Monster because he's really somebody who was underrated. You get it, and he's out here killing it now, right? He was underrated because this season nobody believed in him outside of a few people, right? ESPN, none of them. Even Charles Barkley, even when he was balling, said that he was been a big disappointment. I don't know what Laker game he's watching. It must be a rerun of a year ago or something because it ain't this season. This year, Anthony Davis has done us right. So I'm very proud of him, very excited for his future, and the Loch Ness Monster continues to keep feeding the beast in the paint. All right. Say less. Appreciate you, bro. He said, people thought the team would look better without Bron, Russ, heck, even AD. Plot twist, the answer was Bev. I don't even think he's the problem. I do agree that he shouldn't start because his offense is bad, but I don't even think he's the problem. If you bring him off the bench and you bring his energy, it'll add. If you think about it, it'll add to what Thomas Bryant and Wenyen Gabriel and Austin Reeves and Russell Westbrook are doing. I mean, you can throw him out there off the bench and he'll give you some of that defensive infusion. And again, his offense won't be as microscoped His deficiencies and his mistakes won't be as microscope as when he's starting. Same thing happened with Russ. Look, Russ had some turnovers there in that half. He had some missed layups, but ain't nobody worried about it because he's coming off the bench. The expectation is not as high. Now when he has a tremendous game, he's now you're praising him. But when he has a bad game, well, at least he was coming off the bench, sacrificing for the team. So, it's all about unselfishness. And I think Patrick Beverley, if he comes off the bench, I don't mind him. But yeah, I think starter should definitely go to somebody else, whether it's Dennis Smith or whoever, but he said, did you see Ham use Wenyen and TB at the same time? Good job, Ham. Yeah, we called it the day we saw them play together. I said, there's something there. He needs to continue to allow those two to cook when they come off the bench. Energy-wise, man, they are cooking, bro. These guys are killing it out there. So they need to continue that. They need to continue to play the right chemistry, guys. And Russ, too. Russ is out here with energy, pushing the pace. He'll make mistakes here and there, but when he does make the right pass, when he makes the right shot, it is a boost. So again, the key here is bench versus bench. Our bench with this energy is going to be better on most nights, right? And that's huge because our starters are starting to click and they're starting to get a lead early. And now if your bench can follow that up with even more of a lead expansion, that now you start becoming a really good team. But again, still feel like the Lakers can cut down on some mistakes. Like my man said, the turnovers are killing us. Not the turnovers, I'm sorry. The second chance points are killing us. We need to box out. Don't turn the ball over and let them get easy points in transition. We've done a great job on Buddy Hield in the first half. We held him to under 10 points. That's phenomenal because we know he's a shooter, right? Tyrese Halliburton got off, but that's fine. Miles Turner held him under 10 points. Buddy Hield, only 8 points. 9 for Jalen Smith, right? 10 for Benedict Mathurin. We got to watch out for him in the second half. But on the other end, the Lakers, they spread the wealth. 18 for AD. LeBron with 14. 6 for Dennis. 4 with Lonnie Walker. He needs to step up in the second half, but he usually does when he's having a bad game. 8 for Austin Reeves. 7 for Russell Westbrook. And so on and so forth. So we're starting to get contributions spread equally. All right, final comment before I get off. My boy Purple and Gold said facts. He said everybody was hating on AD. He's my favorite player, and he's been my favorite player since he came to LA. Tell the haters to keep sleeping. Facts, brother. I appreciate you. And look, I've been telling people, man, when AD is healthy, he is definitely one of the favorites, and he is just wonderful to watch. This is why we traded for him, and I keep the same narrative. I'm doing the same trade we did for Brandon Ingram 10 times out of 10 because we got the championship and we got the best player out of that trade. Love Brandon Ingram, but he's not going to make the same impact a healthy Anthony Davis is making, right? As good as he is. And maybe in the future he will, but not right now, right? And Anthony Davis type players do not grow on trees. So if he stays healthy, he's a beast. All right, guys. Second half starting. Let's get it, man. Laker flags coming out if we win and the theme song and all that good stuff. So keep it locked, man. Make sure to hit that like button. I'll see you guys in the second half. Peace. Go Lakers.